understand what you're saying. No.
There it is.
Let's hear it.
Well, let's hear it.
Talk to me. Uh-oh.
Beadle and Decker, taking on sports talk like no one else. Michelle Beadle,
I'm just helping. I'm helping America one by one.
Cody Decker.
I 100% believe in revenge. Revenge is a great thing.
Back to the sports.
Back and ready for more.
Every time I tune them out, they pull me back in.
It's Beadle and Decker. Here's Michelle and Cody.
Hello, we think, maybe.
Is this on?
Listen.
I'm not on.
There's a lot going on right now. No, we are live. I see it right
We
there.
are?
People are in there. We got
Why
some
are
friends
you
in the
live?
chat. Hello, everyone. We are back. Oh, shit, we are back. There's a lot going on right
Why
now.
am I not on?
Well, you will be on.
I'm
shortly.
not on. And until I'm on, I'm not doing shit.
Okay, well, until then, I'm going to tell you guys this. What a weekend it's been.
It's been a
We
weekend.
are currently like in rebuild mode in the studio right now. And Michelle's on. Okay, that's officially Michelle. Michelle, as you can see, you can see, the audience can't see, I'm doing a lot of rebuilding in our studio to get this thing finally done. I'm hoping by tomorrow the studio will be entirely done.
I mean, it's chaos here. I'll tell you that.
It is a little chaos. My movers, and I'm calling them my movers.
Yeah, I wouldn't call them movers. I mean, if by definition they moved some things, sure. But as far as professional
All right, let me rephrase that. My fucking destroyers of all my property.
Wow, dude. Wow.
They broke everything.
They really did.
Now, I haven't gone through all the glassware, but I'm not feeling good about it right now.
Oh, you haven't even gotten a glass?
I haven't opened the fucking box
It's
yet.
done. You might as well just take that straight to the GURBS.
Well, Michelle, they only picked it up on December 19th, and they delivered it last night.
Where's it been this whole time?
So I found... Thank you for asking that question. Now, don't worry, we're going to get to the fucking football. Lots of football to get to. Don't you worry. But understand...
There's a lot of things going on.
A ton of shit. And yesterday, I came back. I went to Catalina Island for the weekend for my birthday. I was only heavily stressed the entire time because of the whole everything that was going on with moving shit here. The shit got here yesterday. I spent all morning today kind of putting everything together and starting getting things mapped out for the studio and then the house and all that jazz. Anyways, they broke a lot of my shit. And I'm fucking pissed like you wouldn't believe. Guys, a Sleep Number bed is not cheap. A Sleep Number bed is very expensive, and
I've never had one.
it's a high
Fancy.
piece of. Well, I got sciatica, and I decided to invest.
No, you're smart. It's the thing that you're supposed to probably invest the most in.
And guess what they did? They fucking rolled it up, probably destroying all the tubes. I got to talk to Sleep Number about coming over here and fixing the damage if it can be fixed. Fuck! How are you?
That's ridiculous.
Yes.
So, what recourse do you have? I mean, I know you sign stuff when you have movers come in, but I think they can't just drop off 800 boxes of broken stuff. Like there is some sort of something.
Well, they didn't have a problem dropping off 800 broken shit yesterday, so I got to check that contract because apparently no problem at all. And yes, the questions are coming in already. How's Shane holding up? Yes. Guys, there's a lot to talk about. There's a lot.
There's a lot. And believe it or not, I know it's going to be football, but there's a lot of basketball too because the All-Star starters are named today.
Actually,
that's happening.
I'm looking I have one very specific basketball question for you today, and I'm looking very forward to asking it to you. Do you want me to ask it to you now, or should we get into the football?
I mean, you can go ahead and get it over with.
What the fuck is going on with John Morant?
Oh, okay. No, let's get to football. I don't know. He loves London. I don't know. Had a good time in Berlin.
So fucking confused about anything John Morant.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know. But the good news is I think we're like 17 or 16 days away from the trade deadline. So maybe we'll have answers. Maybe we won't. Nobody knows.
All right, then let's talk about the news of the day. Because we should be talking about, the playoff games that were yesterday and the day before. 2 bangers, 2 dog shit games.
I know.
But man, oh man, let's just start with the news of the day. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. McDermott, no longer the head coach of the Bills.
Bright and early.
And I got to admit, despite the Bills being what they've been these last few years, I kind of thought this would be the last straw if they didn't get over the hump. If they got to the championship game against the Pats, maybe. But how'd they fuck this up?
I think that once the Chiefs were gone, that was kind of I think that saved him year in, year out. Like, well, you know what? Yeah, y'all didn't get past them, but nobody does. So that's going to buy you your job. I think that kept him alive. And I think this year there's no excuse. And
None.
look, it wasn't like Josh Allen had a stellar weekend
no.
either,
Oh, no, we're
but
gonna talk about that.
he ain't going nowhere. And you are the movable part. And it's, what are they, 8-8 in the postseason and never sniffed a Super Bowl. So I think he survived longer than most people thought he would. I think his time was bought by Chiefs' existence, and this was that and gone. Done.
Real quick, has this been the longest Black Monday in NFL history, by the way? Because it's just been one after another. Every single, like, who's getting fired next week for not going to the Super Bowl?
I mean, nobody that's left. Although, you know what? I don't know. But it was crazy to get that notification at 6:30 Pacific time this morning and be like, well, that job opening just became awesome.
So much so that I texted the group, like, oh my God, you're like way ahead of you, bro.
No, not only, it hijacked our NBA meeting because I yelled it out loud. I was like, wow, they just fired Sean McDermott, and Lou and Boogie Cousins were both like, well, yeah. And like, so it was like, okay, well, that's what we're talking about today, apparently.
It was quite, listen, can we talk about Josh Allen real quick?
Sure, I love Josh Allen.
I love Josh Allen too. I've always loved Josh Allen, but he had 4 turnovers in this game. The emotion that he showed after the game was hard to watch.
Yeah,
and not like scolding him for it, but it was hard to watch because he cared so fucking much. And then, man, his teammates after the game getting his back. One of his teammates flat out crying, like straight up crying, saying, "No, he didn't let us down." Like it was
God,
that fucking ripped my heart out, man.
let us all down.
But I got to tell you, can we have a conversation about Josh Allen? I feel like the fact that he keeps losing in the playoffs like this without even the excuse of Mahomes this go around.
That's tough. That's a tough one.
If this was Lamar Jackson, everybody be shitting on Lamar Jackson nonstop.
I think there are people shitting on Josh Allen. Because he made some questionable decisions.
4 turnovers. Should have been 5, but he recovered one of his 3 fumbles.
Yeah, look, there was that weird catch that should have been a catch.
By the way, was that a catch? Because I had that as a catch.
I think most of us thought.
How
it
do you
was a catch.
strip after he makes contact to the ground?
I'm not sure, because if that's the case, good Lord, just don't ever blow a whistle and let's see what happens.
Yeah,
let's just strip the ball. I don't know. But man, I was pulling for them and I was pulling for the Bears, and both those guys. I found myself like super stoked over the weekend for football, and then kind of like, oh, I'm a little let down.
I'm very let down for next weekend.
I am too.
But there's
no quarterback in Denver.
Dude!
Honestly, I think the league should step in and be like, well, since that's the case, Buffalo, we're going to let you play this game.
And who's replacing him? Is Stidham?
Stidham.
Okay, so that was so funny.
Or Stiddy, if you will.
I feel like I saw NFL put out this like graphic, like last 4 QBs standing, and one of them was Stidham, and I just started laughing like, motherfucker. No, it's
Stidham himself is like, what? Do you know he has not a snap in over 2 years? He's not played at all.
I know.
Like any kind of anything.
So yeah, he's going into the AFC Championship game against the Patriots, who made easy ass work of the Texans, and it was barely a game.
There's a CJ conversation to be had. There's a lot going on.
Oh, by the way, we're not going to talk about the Niners game. The Niners got their asses blown out. They had no one on the field. What were you expecting?
No, that was it was bad. That one, honestly, I think I turned it on and then went and turned it off. I was like, okay, that's kind of what I thought it was going to be. So I'm going to go ahead and not watch this and watch other things instead.
Yes, smart. And I did watch other things.
I did
instead.
too. I was just cramming in some television this weekend.
I cannot wait to tell you about the things I watched this weekend.
Really?
Oh, yes. I am. Oh, yes.
What if we accidentally watched the same stuff?
We might have. Have you, well, I'll just ask real quick before we get back to the football. Have you watched The Traders yet? Because I'm caught
up. No, I don't know if I ever will. Those are D-list celebrities even for me.
I know, but I'm telling you.
Yeah, I mean,
Alan Cumming.
I know. Yeah, but he's just the host.
But he's such a good host.
And I've heard him say mad ass. So now I feel like I'm good.
But he also wears these ridiculous outfits.
Yeah, he's Alan Cumming.
He's currently jacked because he just played Nightcrawler.
And he just had I think he and his husband just celebrated whatever anniversary they just celebrated. I saw him post the other day, so I was like, oh, he's living. But no, the cast of that show is, and you know how much garbage I watch.
I know.
I'm probably one of the most garbage watching fools that exists. Even I am like, oh.
Can I tell you about one of the people on the show who I actually fucking love?
Here we go.
Which I did not expect. The Bachelor. Why am I forgetting his name? The Bachelor who later came out as gay.
Oh, Colton
Underwood.
Colton
Underwood.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, pal. Shane in Chicago. We're going to get to it. Colton Underwood's awesome on that show. He's really
Who
great.
knew?
I didn't realize how much I liked him until this show. But
You're gonna watch it?
I have to actually.
It's
There's a lot
Wow.
of people that I know have been
I,
talking
I
about
do
it.
see a
gotta
lot
watch
of people talking about it,
It's
but then
really
there's the
good.
Michael Rappaport of it all.
Oh, and Michael
There's a-
Rappaport is just
There's a
being
lot going on.
so Michael
There's a
Rappaport.
lot going on.
Oh, shit. Well, let's bring in Shane.
Hi, buddy.
Shane,
I saw.
guys.
How you feeling?
it was one of the most incredible fourth quarters I've ever watched. Like I've said, every Bears game this season. You FaceTimed me after what I can only describe as the single greatest football play I had ever watched in my life, and you had tears of joy in your face and a smile on your face that I just never seen on any human being, let alone you. The fourth quarter, I was really thinking that drive was going to be it, and of course the interception happened, some sort of miscommunication clearly on that pass. Man, how you doing today? Shane?
I don't. I think I might upset you guys and say that I woke up this morning feeling satisfied.
okay.
That's a weird feeling
No, I'm
to
not
have
upset.
after such a loss.
That's a good thing.
But I feel good today. I feel good about the future. I feel horrible about the state of the NFL playoffs. I can tell you that.
Oh,
that
it's
this
not
is
good.
absolute dog shit and a nightmare for the league. I know we've been talking all year about
It
how
was
the
great.
parity's been nice.
It really
The
was
the
great.
parity was nice, but you're really seeing the lack of star power is a very important thing to talk about here. But I haven't processed it all completely yet because this kind of came out of nowhere for the Bears. You're not supposed to be this good in your first year with a new head coach and your second year with a young quarterback. This isn't supposed to happen. But I'm glad it happened the way that it did. I am reflective and I am satisfied. I think satisfied is the best word for it.
That's so
Dude,
wise and
Look
mature.
at, what an evolved man you have grown into, my guy.
Okay.
That being said, though, fuck DJ Moore. Fuck DJ Moore.
Okay. Okay. That's the thing.
Yeah, that
that's
was
happening.
what
Fuck
the fuck?
DJ Moore.
What was that?
Yeah, what was that?
route was
I mean,
he running?
Caleb said that it was a miscommunication and DJ was running a route that Caleb didn't think he was going to run, or like DJ was supposed to sit down. Caleb thought that DJ was going to sit down. I don't know. That's just a leader not throwing his wide receiver one under the bus. But there have been multiple examples this season of DJ Moore dogging it or loafing it, and he just looked like he had absolutely no interest in running that route last night. I don't care if you thought the route was going to be different. He still wasn't running. And there are no routes that you jog. There's no jogging routes. It was very disappointing to end that way. I don't really mind how many chances Ben Johnson took on the no field goals and going forward on fourth. Those two in the red zone in the first half, you still got 7 points from going forward twice when 2 field goals would have gotten you 6, and you're not even guaranteeing that you
Fair.
make those field goals. So he's done it all year. He did the same thing last night that he's done all season. So it's interesting. It's an interesting feeling that I have right now, but I don't really mind it.
Good.
By the way, just from a weather, that looked so miserable.
Brutal.
Like that looked like the kind of cold that made me angry. How bad was it?
Yeah, it wasn't that cold here yesterday. I
Really?
know
It looked horrible.
It looked awful.
maybe just I'm talking about comparatively, but it really wasn't as cold as it looked.
Okay.
And that's silly to say when the feels like is like 4, but
Oh,
it really wasn't as cold as it looked.
God, it makes me cold.
By the
thinking
way, I
about
mean, that was what was kind of wild to me is, and this is not to honestly say anything bad about the Bears, just Stafford getting that win. That's like the first cold win major game he's gotten like ever.
He's
So-
1-9
Yeah.
in winter games.
so
Now 2-9, I guess. But
So I guess
and he
good
got
for him.
outplayed by
Yeah.
Caleb.
He did.
He did. He got outplayed.
that. By the way, that pass by Caleb to tie that game on fourth down, running back.
Like, what even is- what is
that?
he
If you
doing?
did that in Tecmo Bowl, I would have said you're an engineer and you put in some sort of cheat code to make that happen. That was the most batshit play I've ever seen, maybe in any sport.
And credit to Cole Kmet for making it seem like the ball wasn't coming. I mean, he totally ditched the coverage by being so nonchalant. Caleb threw that ball 60 yards from the 40. It's just
Off his back foot.
Off his back foot, he threw the ball 60 yards to the corner of the end zone. If you factor in the ball going diagonal and not in a straight line. But he's incredible.
He's gonna be all right.
the kind of player that could be an MVP next season. I'm just excited. And like I said, satisfied.
I mean, this okay.
That's awesome.
You know what? The future's bright.
Very
You
bright.
guys are good. You got your coach. You got your QB.
Very.
Honestly, that is the battle.
Oh,
That's
and I
more
know-
than half the battle.
I know we already kind of got off this game, but can I ask you guys a serious question about the first game we talked about with the Bills game? And this is something you and I kept asking everybody when they would come on the show, any football analysts when they come on the show, especially in the old version of the show. What the fuck is a pass interference?
I don't know anymore.
Because what the
I
fuck?
don't know.
Like just everything's a pass interference, and you can strip the ball whenever you want.
Like technically, yeah, I guess you could make that argument. Everything is a pass interference. Sometimes we call it, sometimes we don't. I don't know. It was
Boy, they really got into calling it late.
I got to be honest with you. I don't like that that's even up in the air, right? Like a game of that magnitude, it just feels like we shouldn't even be having to have that discussion.
And now McDermott's fired. Everyone's questioning Josh Allen. We get the
How come Bean got a promotion? Like, what's that about? Yeah, they didn't like. Again, that's that whole GM coach thing. Usually, like all or nothing. But he not only is he staying, but he got a promotion.
Must be nice.
Kind of odd, but all
Must
right.
be nice. LaFleur. Ooh, how about LaFleur?
Yeah, once we kind of heard the rumblings of that, I was like, okay, I guess
that's
he's staying.
Good for him, I guess.
Yeah.
Somehow avoided the Black Monday, but Black Monday's still technically not done. Who knows what's going to happen next? But
I don't know anymore.
we do have some movement on that, and we'll get into it. But right now, Rocky finally back on the ones and twos and back in his spot. What up, Rock? Let's rock.
What's up, buddy?
Hang on, it's coming up.
Buddy. He's got a new setup over there.
Well, almost.
Well, it's pretty legit. God.
All right. I'm all good over here. Sorry, I'm just getting back. Making sure everything's where it needs to be.
Whatever, bro.
Okay. We're going to breeze through this. We're going to stay in the how do you feel about format of things.
Okay.
Starting off, here we go. How do we feel about Reddit?
I've never done anything on Reddit.
Okay, I'm glad you said that.
I know it exists. I know what it is. I've heard people talk about it, like on Reddit, but I've never actually delved into Reddit.
You know, like the reputation it has.
Not
right,
good.
Michelle?
Yes,
Of
I
people
know.
who frequent it and spend
Yes,
the majority of
it's
their
like
time
its
on
own little ecosystem, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, very much so.
Okay.
Very, very much.
It's like what I feel like Twitter is now becoming. Like I feel like
yeah.
Reddit
Oh.
was Twitter until Twitter turned into the news cesspool. Like that almost Reddit seems normal by comparison. But I have seen some threads on Reddit that made me go like, I think I'm fucking good.
Well,
on
wait,
Reddit.
hold on. But isn't it also like, for example, like people who love whatever, like like a little innocent fan base of something? There's like a Reddit for that. Like
There is.
Pokemon,
Totally,
the Reddit.
yes.
Oh, don't worry.
Okay,
It
yeah.
gets toxic quick.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, I guess Twitter is kind of like that because you can have good and bad. Lots
yes,
of that.
very true.
So it's a cesspool. That's my feeling.
So what do we use it for? Like if I wanted to use Reddit, why would I use Reddit? Like what would be
I
my
think
purpose?
misguided people look to it for advice.
Oh.
I think people who treat what other people say on there as fact. That's where it can get a little dangerous. It's definitely useful.
But aren't they just other people? Like why would someone think any of that's fact?
Yeah, where's
Yeah, I mean, it's silly because I guess like Reddit, the fucking karma point stuff. I don't even use it that much, so
Wow.
I'm kind of on the outside looking in.
Okay.
Can you imagine getting like arrested by a cop or something? Excuse me, Hysteria 99496 said this was legal.
Actually, do you know what's funny about that? You know those people that think they're like without sovereign government? They're like, oh no, I don't claim a government and a government.
Yes.
And they're like, I don't have to show you anything. I'm like,
Yeah.
I guarantee you they're getting their information off of Reddit.
Oh, totally. Yes. So actually, it's funny you say that because someone was theorizing that the whole I'm not driving, I'm traveling originated on because you know like sovereign citizens use that. With
Yes.
their
Yes.
It's like, I'm not driving, I'm traveling. Someone theorizes that came from a message board. Possibly from a Reddit or something.
See, that's
and
just
someone
fucking
seen that
brilliant.
and it's like, oh my god, and have been using it ever since.
God, that's brilliant.
That's pretty funny.
Did they get away with anything? I don't think they did. Did they? Okay.
No,
forget
no,
it.
no.
Just checking.
I don't recognize your government or laws.
Yeah. Well, okay, cool. But you're still gonna go to jail. So.
Enjoy these handcuffs.
Okay, moving on. How do we feel about crypto? There's kind of a theme
Oh,
today.
it's the same for me.
Oh,
These are all things Michelle Beadle doesn't deal with.
so I
love
dealt with
it.
it
No, I
once.
love it.
I
These
dealt
are-
with it once.
Okay.
Only one time. I was gifted like $400 worth of Bitcoin years ago.
Okay.
And,
Weird, but yeah.
and I ended up selling it years after the fact for not very much money.
Damn
But,
it.
here's the deal. It is such. I find money markets already to be as volatile as it gets.
Sure.
We're talking housing markets. We're talking the stock market. We're talking every single one of the money markets is extremely, extremely volatile. Except they're at least regulated.
Okay.
Crypto is just the fucking Wild West. I have no fucking clue what's actually causing the market. A tweet from some dipshit billionaire can affect the market just because he said the word Doge. Like, it's fucking stupid.
Yeah, I've never understood it. Never invested in it. No, I stayed away from it. I was like, you know what? My brain's we're not doing this.
Yeah, and
some people made a lot of money from it, but
have you met crypto boys?
No, I don't think I've been around. Oh, if I have, they did not introduce themselves as such.
You're so lucky.
I know. I'm like,
they're real bad.
I don't know that they were crypto
They're the
boys.
worst of Reddit.
Oh,
Very
God.
lucky.
Yuck.
Okay, moving on. How do we feel? I don't think I asked this one about Elon Musk.
Another thing that Michelle
Listen, I don't
Beadle
really give a
fuck
shit
with.
about apartheid, bro. I really don't know how a self-made billionaire.
like an upside down pea.
Yeah, you know the Harkin, Harkonnen
happening?
family
Like-
from Dune.
Yes.
Mm.
He looks like that.
That's pretty.
You know how like if there was a thing that was in human form that never like allowed you to have sex again, that's what he is.
Do you know how the upper body torso of a jellyfish?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Very similar.
Yeah,
You've
yeah,
seen
yeah,
him
yeah.
shirtless. Very similar.
Yeah.
I
Also,
thought we were done with. Are we
So I
not
take it we're
done
not
with him?
fans.
we're done with him, right?
We're done with him,
Yes,
yeah.
hopefully.
And I just like to go on the record
Hopefully
as
we
having
are.
said I was against the Tesla before I knew what a fucking idiot he
Wow.
was. So like that was
Ahead
just
of
a
the
boat. That
curve
was
on the
icing.
hate. I
Yeah, that
love
was
it.
icing. That was icing.
Also on top of that, Teslas suck. Let's start there.
Garbage cars.
They are ugly as shit. They all look exactly the same.
Cheaply made.
Panel gaps.
Yes.
How do you have fucking panel gaps?
Yep.
Coming from a factory.
Yep.
But I digress. I hate his stupid fucking fake city with the solar roof that doesn't work.
Wait, what? Fake
Oh yeah,
city?
he tried to do this thing where he's like, all roofs will be made out of these solar bricks. That was like fucking 15 years ago. The Boring Company that never did anything. SpaceX, which entirely runs on government subsidies, which has basically just been working as a de facto NASA.
But are he and Trumpy? Are they making out again? Or are they still?
No, I think there was
I was
obviously
hoping they-
a split, and then
damn
there was a
it.
coming together.
Yeah, I
and
wanted them to
since then-
cannibalize each other.
Yeah,
That
they
would've
probably
been-
both realized, hey, our association isn't great for
Let's
either
stay
of our
together for the
business.
kids.
Let's
Also,
just be quiet about it.
He should have a vasectomy. Like that
Yes.
should be government and
Agreed.
state and
Mhm.
state,
Yes.
stated.
Top of the
punishment.
order.
But no one's
Yes.
clipping him yet, and I don't know why.
Hey, Rock, how many self-made billionaires do you know inherited a apartheid emerald mine? It's just
Is
it's
that
just a
not-
separate question.
Shit,
That's-
I
isn't
could
that how it
probably
works?
Count that on one hand.
I can only think about
I want an emerald mine.
one.
Daddy, I want an emerald mine.
Oh, look at all these emeralds that we clearly got in not nefarious ways.
So far, I'm 0 for 3, really. Like,
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
fuck
no,
with
it's
any of
great,
these
it's great.
things.
Okay,
Okay.
keep it
So
rolling, keep
fuck
rolling.
it, and fuck 'em.
Okay, here
Keep
we
it
go.
rolling.
What else we got?
How do we feel? This is a
can't
wild left turn. How do we feel about Ben Affleck
Oh,
as a man? Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
well, I do want to make out with him still.
Yes, he does.
I do not understand the J-Lo Ben Affleck situation currently, and also all the other times. So that's a little confusing to
Do
me.
you understand the Ben Affleck Jennifer Garner situation currently?
Well, yeah, she's the mother of his children.
She seems nice.
Yeah, she seems like a lovely human being. Not just I don't know anything about J-Lo other than like this seems very toxic back and forth. That's all I can say about that. He seems to smoke a lot of ciggies.
yes.
He does.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
well, I
he
got
does.
that for
That
me.
is confirmed.
But I think he's hella talented. I think he's probably sort of a depressed person. I say that as a depressed person, so I get it. And his genius comes out in creativity and writing and directing.
Yes.
yeah.
You know you could see him partially nude in Gone Girl, right?
Oh, yeah, of course. Gone Girl was amazing.
Sorry. Have you seen it? I'm saving this for Shiggles, but have you seen the new movie, The Rip?
I did watch it.
Because there is a gratuitous, unnecessary Ben Affleck take your shirt off in front of
There
a mirror because Ben
absolutely
Affleck
is.
was
yes.
jacked in the movie.
He was jacked in that
So
movie.
he's just like, get this shirt off me.
You know what? If you're gonna do the work, do the
Yeah.
work.
Did he?
Show it
Hey,
off.
hey, Rock, you worked on that movie, and
Yes.
your dad is Joe Carnahan.
I
Did
did.
he go to Joe and say, "Hey, Joe, we got to get this fucking shirt off me now, pronto"?
Had to be a must.
Well, it's interesting because he was not only number 2, but he was also an executive producer.
Makes sense.
So it was kind of a, hey guys, we're doing this, follow me.
Hell
it
yeah.
it wasn't even a question. It was great.
Someone's like, okay, I
It was
guess he's
pretty cool.
taking
I
his
got to
shirt
meet,
off.
by the way, I got to meet him and Matt on the set, and
Yeah.
they couldn't have been fucking cooler. I ended up talking with Matt. I ended up talking with
Yeah.
Matt for like 35 fucking minutes.
Yeah,
He was
they've been doing the
coolest dude I
rounds.
met.
They've been doing the
They're
rounds.
the best. Yeah, I mean they're everywhere right
Yeah.
now. Jesus,
No
the
shit,
movie is
they
everywhere.
really are.
All right, how do we feel about Gary Busey?
Wow.
Wild.
What is
Wild.
happening right now?
Is something new happening with
I
Gary
don't
Busey?
know.
No, I just
Gary
I watched-
Busey? Is he all right?
No, not Gary
in
Busey.
No, in my traditional weekend, habit, I watched a terrible movie this weekend, and it was called Bulletproof. And it
Is
was
that a
kind of-
weigh-ins?
No. Oh my God, no.
Oh my God, I know what movie. That's with Adam Sandler and Keenan Ivory.
So which
Wayans.
one am I?
No, not
that
that
wasn't
one.
called Bulletproof?
It was called Bulletproof.
Oh, then what
Is
the
it,
hell's,
I'm actually unfamiliar with that
what the
one.
hell's your Bulletproof?
It's not great.
No, so this Bulletproof is a Lethal Weapon ripoff, kind
Oh.
of, with Gary Busey playing the Riggs character.
What?
But not. It's so fucking weird and fantastic.
Well,
and
who's
stupid.
playing? Who's playing the other guy?
Yeah, who's playing Murtaugh?
I have to be honest. I have no idea who this actor is. I've never seen him in anything else, and I can't
Be
think
like a
of his
Lou
name,
Diamond
so.
Phillips or something.
Son of a
I have
bitch.
no idea. But Bulletproof. It's great.
I'll go with
Busey.
this. Gary Busey. There was a reality show in the early 2000s starring Gary Busey. It was called I'm with Busey. And it was just a camera following him around with this filmmaker. And it was just how much Gary Busey's mind has turned into pudding. And it was insanity.
That
And it
sounds
was
about
one of the
right.
funniest things I've ever seen in my life. That being said, say whatever you want about Gary Busey. And I think it's all justifiable.
Yeah.
Fuck. Point Break. He is
Oh, he's
so
amazing.
good.
He's so good in
I
that.
don't know what to
Wait,
do with myself.
Can I tell you the first question when I typed in Bulletproof Busey? First question is, what happened to Gary Busey's brain damage?
Oh, the first
That is
question.
so rude, by
I
the way.
mean, it's a justifiably asked.
I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
Judging from the cast list, I actually don't know who's Murtaugh. Like I don't know who this, unless it's this person.
I see.
Is it Henry
weird.
Silva? I don't.
Maybe. I honestly I can't even. I'm gonna have to.
don't
I'm gonna have to go
actually
back
know.
and look at it.
I
It's
don't. Danny Trejo's in it.
Danny Trejo.
Danny Trejo's in it?
A young Danny Trejo's
Oh,
in it. It's like maybe.
pre-tattoo or after tattoo?
I think this is pre.
This is
because
an-
he
this
is
is a list.
young. It's maybe like the fourth thing he's ever been in.
I don't really know any of these other people.
It is. There's a reason it is not known.
Impressive.
It's a fucking stupid movie, and it's great.
Bulletproof, but
disaster.
not the one you know.
Not the one you know.
Bulletproof. Not that one.
Not that one. Not that one.
Yeah, but
I still love Gary Busey though.
when the Keenan Ivory Wayans, Adam Sandler Bulletproof is like, that's the good one.
I know that's the one I know and have heard of.
That's the one we all love.
Kind of.
That's not good. Okay, how do we feel about Haley Steinfeld?
Ooh.
That is kind of a sort of in the
kinda-
news because obviously Josh Allen, but she's separate. So
I still need to watch Sinners. Number one. Maybe I'll watch that.
Watch Sinners.
There's so much NBA on it.
She
You know
is
what? Maybe I'll
very
watch-
attractive in
I know.
Sinners.
I think she's great. I think
very
she's
good.
talented. I think their child is going to be adorbsies. Hopefully, if the genes do what they're supposed to do.
yep,
Yeah, seems like a lovely girl. I don't know. I got nothing negative.
love it. Okay, no, I
Yeah.
love that. I love that.
Other than that, her Broncos past completely sabotaged her fiance. And
Do you think that was awkward later?
I mean, she probably came back. Hey,
Yeah, but
listen, I
she
know you're
probably
crying.
also put a spell on Bo Nix and broke his ankle. It can be both. It can be both.
Look at that. Look at that.
So she's a real witch.
Coming
She's
out
a
with a
she
series.
actually is. Yeah, I think she's lovely. Lovely.
She's an absurdly talented person.
100%.
Yes,
Absurdly
love that.
talented.
Okay, love that.
How is this all
No-
going to
no
tie
hate.
together? I'm so curious.
You what?
I'm so curious how this ties together.
interested.
Like at the end, it's going to be like, ta-da!
It's like they're all in the movie together.
I
They're
know,
all
like,
in
what-
Bulletproof.
No,
We're
no,
watching
no.
it today.
No, I don't have a grand plan.
Oh,
I
damn.
was just picking and choosing.
Oh, I like it.
From just things that were happening. I guess this is kind of the last one I have. How do we feel about Stranger Things now? Because I don't know if either of you saw the last Saturday Night Live episode. Pretty funny.
I saw the monologue.
I saw
it was pretty funny.
the
ASAP Rocky was great.
I saw
haven't
the
watched
heated
the bits.
wizardry.
Yes.
Yeah, I have to go back and do my. Oh, that's
Okay.
hilarious.
Yeah,
actually.
Michelle. There's
Okay.
some good stuff.
It's
on this
amazing.
one.
Yeah, I
That's
just
good.
saw the other
Finn
two.
Wolfhard hosted.
Yeah.
And I thought he did a fucking fantastic
Really?
job.
Okay,
I thought
good.
He did great.
Okay.
And I was totally expecting him to be nervous and weird.
I mean, he's a
but
child actor.
He does, yeah. But I mean, he's trained for it. And obviously, he's been in front of the camera, so it was
he has a
actually
band.
it was really good. But obviously, seeing the continuing discourse online of just people endlessly
hating?
dredging up. This fucking the finale sucked.
I didn't
blah,
love
blah,
it,
blah.
and
Yeah.
I don't think it's changed. I only my mind's changed on that.
Interesting.
If anything, it will probably only get worse in time,
And that's what I'm feeling.
rather
I
than
think.
better.
I'm
It's getting
almost like
worse.
putting it in my rear view because I still have not watched the 2.5 hour finale.
What?
Everyone is shit on it, and I just don't want to watch it now.
I mean, you gotta watch
And it's
it.
just
You
turned me into
spent
this.
much time on
I
it.
know, but like there was so much good. It's like watching the end of Game of Thrones. I'd be like,
I'm also annoyed. Yeah.
I just don't want like there was such good shit that was in here. I don't want it to be ruined by this last nonsense because Holly Wheeler needs a 45-minute talking to.
Well, if it helps you feel better, it's not. She's not She's not.
Okay, that's something.
Yeah, I don't think she's like the main of anything.
No,
I just
she's
think
not.
there were a lot of loose ends that probably just got ignored.
Yeah, I
That
think
was-
more so.
oh,
Yeah,
I
more
looked
so
at it.
just loose ends that got
Yeah,
ignored and
weirdly.
just not proper planning. It's a lot of people are comparing it to Game of Thrones. I think it's an apt comparison. Yeah,
But House
sucks.
of the Dragon is good. So whatever.
House of
the
the Dragon's good,
we'll
and
see.
came out yesterday, Night of the Seven Kingdom, which I am very,
Wait.
very, very.
Yeah, it's a comedy though, isn't it?
Oh, wait,
No,
what?
no.
I thought it was.
No,
came out
Night of the Seven
yesterday?
Kingdoms is amazing. It's
Oh.
it's basically a short story that takes place 75, 80 years after House of Dragon.
Where'd this come
great,
out on?
Great story.
Oh, by the
like,
way.
actually, it's my favorite little slice of that entire universe.
This
I
came
love
out
it.
yesterday. Oh, so this is another weekly show?
Yes, another
damn
weekly
it.
show. It's taken up Sunday at 7.
So many shows.
And by the way, a lot of people putting in here a lot of things. Season 5 was weird, but the last episode was fine. Interesting. I'll go check it out.
interesting. Okay, interesting.
The last mentioning Hysteria 87X is mentioning the last season of Dexter, which I will tell you.
Never made it that
But
far.
here's the thing: like, what are you considering the last season of Dexter? Season 7 or what they did last year?
Oh,
Like,
that's good. Was that a prequel?
No, they did a prequel too. They've been doing a lot of fucking Dexter.
what I was
movies.
gonna say,
fell
it's like,
off on
wait,
Dexter.
There's been like 4 seasons of Dexter in the last 2 years.
Yeah, which
And those
one have
aren't
you been
prequels?
talking about?
There, one of them's a prequel.
Oh, God.
There was a sequel that
can't.
I think. Why am I forgetting her name? Ethan Hawke's ex-wife, Uma Thurman.
Oh.
Uma Thurman was in it.
What?
Okay, I had no idea about
There was a
any
new
of this.
season. Like Dexter goes to New York and with a bunch of other serial killers, and like
That's
he's
not
part of a
real.
serial.
That's
What?
not real.
It's a real thing. It came out last year.
This can't be real. No, hold on.
Go look it up. I'm telling
I
you.
don't trust
They also
this.
had Dexter New Blood, where he came out of hiding, type of thing, in this small town.
Since when the fuck did
Yeah, there's been
Dexter
like
become,
2
like, a
actual
cinematic
seasons of Dexter
universe?
Yeah,
and a
that's-
prequel season of Dexter.
There's not enough. So she was in Dexter Resurrection.
Resurrection that just came out. And I didn't watch a single thing because of what the last season of Dexter did to me.
This is
terrible?
ridiculous.
It was
This is
the
a
worst ending to
ridiculous.
any show I'd ever seen in my life. I would watch Game of Thrones ending every day
How many Dexters are there?
over that Dexter fucking finale.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't aware. I thought that every time they tried to, like, because I know the original ending, people weren't happy with it, so they brought it back only
no.
for that ending to not be happy. So every time they try to bring it back to correct the ending, it never works.
Wow.
all I
I had
know
no
about
idea there were
Dexter.
this many
You,
Dexters.
you know what? You say that, but there's one coming out.
Oh, yeah?
Scrubs.
No. Yeah, you're
By the way,
With
Scrubs-
everybody?
Everybody's back. Scrubs was
okay.
like one of my favorite shows, and the final season I thought was a perfect end of the season. And then ABC picked it up to do like a spin-off season, and kind of got some of the actors to come and show up for the final new spin-off season, and it was a disaster.
I didn't even know they did it.
It was awful.
I think I only watched Scrubs as like a rerun show anyways.
It's what gave us James. No, wait, what's the Franco that's not dead?
Dave.
Dave Franco gave
Yeah.
us Dave Franco.
Oh, did he start on that?
He was
Yeah,
in, he was in Scrubs.
He was in the new. He was basically in the next Scrubs, the next generation.
Yep. See, I never knew there was a. Okay, here we go.
That's very
Dear
interesting.
God, there's so many damn
Yeah,
things.
there's a lot of things. Well, that's all I've got.
Nice.
I thought I watched everything.
Short and sweet.
Son of a.
Black Monday. Stefanski going to the Falcons.
Yeah,
Moving
Atlanta
needle?
doesn't seem excited about it.
No, it doesn't seem.
I
that way.
know, but I wonder if that's. I feel like they sort of. I think people thought he railroaded Shador Sanders, but I think what's not unfair, but also being overlooked, is that he got railroaded by Deshaun Watson signing. So it's like he was a 2-time Coach of the Year before all of this garbage unleashed itself. So maybe Atlanta, we just give it a second. Just give it a second and see what happens.
People are already calling for Matt Ryan to be fired.
I mean, it's like legitimate. It's like crazy the things that have happened so quickly over the weekend, and I'm like, oh, they're not happy about it. But I think that's why. I think being viewed as the guy who's railroading Shador Sanders is such a negative that they don't even remember how
good
he
shit.
used to be.
Yeah.
So it's going to be. He needs a minute to level off.
Could I just ask you? Tell me what's going on in the NBA and everything. Like I mentioned Jaw earlier. Like, what the fuck is going on with Jaw? And what does this trade deadline look like? Is things starting to move for Giannis? Like, what is taking place?
Well, the Giannis. Okay, so I don't remember who's playing who. Well, I will say this. I just want to mention this because the Hawks. Today's MLK Day, and as is the tradition, there are a lot of. I think everybody plays today, actually, NBA. But the first game is Hawks and whoever. I can blanking out. The only reason I'm remembering it is because I guess the Hawks set a record in the first half of today's game. They went 1 for 22 from 3, and that's a record.
That's not a good one.
Yeah. So the Jaw thing, I think he's obviously. he's got to get moved. Like I was kind of surprised to see him play at all, but maybe that's part of this. Like you've got little over 2 weeks left before the trade deadline. Let's see what we can do because we haven't really seen him consistently, and I think people would like to see that. We just had the All-Star starters named in the last hour.
Oh, I
so
know.
that's all
I
happening.
saw a name missing that really made me giggle a little.
It's a couple names that are, well, let's just say, was it Anthony Edwards?
I was more looking at the LeBron James.
Oh, yes.
Not being.
He did not get legacied in, but you could argue that Steph Curry got legacied in over Anthony Edwards,
which
and
I
that's a big snub.
do think is interesting.
I do think that's interesting. On the East side, some people had Donovan Mitchell, but I'm very happy that Tyrese Maxey got the nod on the East side. Honestly, there were arguments that could be made for a lot of these folks. But yeah, we are now at the halfway point, really. Some teams are a little over, some are a game under, but it's about to get real.
What do you think's going to take place? Like, what if you could just take out your
man.
crystal ball and see something really? Is there going to be a blockbuster this year?
Well, see, I don't know because everyone keeps saying, well, Giannis isn't going to get traded before the trade deadline. But I do think, I don't think you should say that it's never, ever going to happen. They've also lost, I think, 3 in a row. We already know about the Giannis being booed, Giannis booing back situation. They've been blown out in a couple of games, including one in San Antonio. And on top of that, the Knicks are in a weird spot. Look, they're still in the third, but I think they went, oh God, they 3-7 or something in the last time. Like they're in a weird slump as well. And Kat seems to be assuming the role of what used to be played by Julius Randle, where he's going to be the scapegoat, I think, for a lot of things. So I don't know. Like if you all of a sudden told me that the Knicks called the Bucks and they were like, hey, we're thinking about maybe a package with Kat and this, and maybe that does get done. Maybe they're about to enter a perfect storm of sort of chaos that will allow for this trade to happen, whereas normally it wouldn't happen.
Why do Knicks fans hate tall people?
I don't. I think Knicks fans don't know where to place their ire.
I've met Kat a few times. And
Yeah.
Kat is one of the, honestly, of professional athletes that I have met over the years. He's one of like the sweetest dudes I've ever met.
He is, but I think first of all, we know Knicks fans are diehard crazy. Yeah. I think when they fired Tibbs, like, okay, a lot of people didn't agree with that.
We didn't.
And I like Mike Brown. But I don't know, when they start to go through these weird slumps, what's the first thing you start looking around for? And I think Kat has already sort of gotten that once or twice before and then kind of won the fans back again, and which is very unfair to him, obviously. But yeah, I feel like I've seen this movie in New York before already. And I think there might be a situation here where teams are suffering at the most perfect, opportune time to perhaps make trades that we wouldn't otherwise get, which might be great.
Is there a team in the West that can make a trade that truly makes you believe they can full on take out SGA and the OKC Thunder?
Well, first of all, I'm not even sure that OKC is necessarily the end all be all. Like I'm taking the field 100%. But no, like there are teams that need to make trades. I don't know what pieces they can add. Like the Lakers, they need to do something. I don't know what, and I'm
they
not
need
sure
someone
who.
to play defense at some point.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah.
Who are you going to go get? So there are things that need to happen.
I mean, does Dallas want to part ways with?
With who?
I mean, I know he's out with a hand injury.
You want AD?
I mean,
Why would you want AD?
I don't know. Play some defense.
So he might play 6 games and then be out again? No, it's like that's the thing.
6 games of defense is 6 more games that the Lakers have gotten of defense this year.
It is. I do think things are going to happen. I just don't know if there are enough moving pieces to make it. The West is it's legit.
I know.
It's not. It's Denver. It's San Antonio. Like, good Lord, San Antonio's real.
I know.
Like, it's crazy what's going on with San Antonio. Saturday night's game between the Spurs and T-Wolves was amazing, where Anthony Edwards had a career-high 55, and he and Wemby, there's like a montage of video of them just exchanging buckets. Like, it's awesome. Spurs won.
By the way, Rock, have you watched Wemby play yet?
No, I actually have not watched. Well, I've seen him play. I've not sat and watched a full game of him play.
I know you're not super into basketball, but I'm telling you, man, watching
cool.
him play, like just literally watching him on the court go back and forth and be as dominant as he humanly is, and seeing how smooth he is making shots, that a man that tall, It's fucking wild.
I do need him to stop being on the ground. Like, he's on the ground a lot in the course of a game. And every time you're like, but he did shave his head over the weekend with Keldon Johnson.
So now he's cool.
So he's got like a whole new vibe going.
Very
yeah,
cool.
it's pretty badass.
very
so he's terrifying.
And also, Luka complains a lot. I thought I'd throw that out there.
I've
noticed.
I'm not a fan.
I will say I saw. I think it was It must have been last Saturday. Whenever the Lakers played last weekend, I did catch the end of that game, and I saw LeBron make one of the most mind-boggling fucking decisions I've ever seen at the end.
Really?
What game was it?
Shit,
I'm
I
gonna have
don't
to
even
look it
know.
up again.
Look it up
It
and let us
shows
know.
How
I know.
little
I'm like, I wonder which game.
But yeah, he had the opportunity to give the ball and maybe tie it up, and then just completely fucked it up.
It didn't even. By the way, that's how didn't even move the radar.
Yeah.
I don't even know about this.
Actually, I'm kind of excited that the Lakers are not moving. I'm a Laker fan, but I'm very happy to see the narrative kind of get out of the Lakers, Cowboys of it all. When it
it's
comes to
not.
sports talking.
No, we talked about him today,
did
but it was
still?
more like, what's wrong with them and how are you going to fix it? It was more like that.
Man.
It was more that than anything else. But again, they're not out of anything yet by any stretch of the imagination. It's just more of a looking ahead. They're also not really in it either. So it's tricky. And I think the Suns are coming up. I think the Warriors are doing some things. So hell, I even think the Trailblazers have figured out a couple things here and there. It's weird to say out loud too. So I don't know. It's going to be awesome.
Well, I think it's as good of a time right now as any to do some shiggles.
Okay.
Belloc. Anyways, my shiggle is about one thing very specifically. Rock got to work on a film over this last about a year and a half ago to about a year ago. Yep. We have all now watched the film. We have had director of the film, Joe Carnahan, co-host this very show. He has been making the rounds everywhere with Matt and Ben as of late. And the movie, in my opinion, is a fucking winner. I loved The Rip. It was a blast of a film. And if you haven't seen it yet, go watch it. I loved the twist that took place. I loved every actor that was in this, even the small roles, like Kyle Chandler playing the role he was playing.
Oh, see, I disagree.
You didn't? You
The
disagree?
minute I saw him, I knew.
You knew?
I knew.
You knew it.
Yeah.
Why? Because he's just too...
Coach
he's,
Taylor,
he's
dude.
always
Coach
somebody's
Taylor.
dad. He's the good guy.
Coach Taylor doesn't just show up for a small role. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, he's not doing that. He's a big freaking deal.
Well, I knew he was coming back. I didn't realize he was going to be the villain of the whole piece.
Is that a spoiler alert? Are we giving it away?
I mean, or the
Or
good
not,
guy
or
of
not
the whole
the villain.
piece.
God, or whatever
See
he
the
ends up
movie and
being.
fucking find out.
His hair is
Exactly.
great.
Oh my God, how cool is his hair?
Yeah, I know.
He's
It looked
rocking
really
that
good.
gray patchiness real well.
Yep.
I almost lost it and almost turned it off when I thought the dog got hurt. I was like, I'm out.
No, but the
I'm
dog
out.
ran in.
Well, I know.
perfectly
I was
healthy.
like, okay, Wilbur's still with us, but
And
I'm still
did
watching.
it not make you happy? The first thing she was, she's shot in the leg. No, fuck that. Where's my dog? Where's my dog?
Wilbur.
Yeah, it did take her a little bit long, but yeah, she did finally go, where's Wilbur?
Well, she was shot in the leg and bleeding out.
You know what? That's her fault, though.
But like, every performance, like Sasha Kaye, who played Supergirl in the Flash movie, she was in this. She was great.
Oh, I see. I never had seen her before. I
yeah,
liked
she
her.
played. She was in that Flash movie. She played Supergirl.
Okay, all right.
She's great.
What is her name? One of the cops, but she looks so much like Diana Ross. I don't know what to do with myself.
Tiana Taylor.
Yeah. God,
Why can you not remember her name?
I don't know why.
Tiana.
I need to fix that. But God,
She was great in, One
she's
Battle.
great.
She's in everything.
Oh, she's great.
She's in everything.
She's in everything.
I mean, it was just Catalina. What's her?
Moreno?
She was great. This was just a blast of a fucking movie. And my favorite thing was the cartel member. Them having a conversation with the cartel member, because there's something that happened in that movie where they're in this block and they're getting this money. And they're calling the cartel. They think the cartel put out a hit on a cop, and then the cartel, literally the biggest cartel boss, gets on FaceTime.
That's crazy,
with
dude.
Ben Affleck. And the reason why I know that's a borderline real thing that happens more often than you think, because when I played in El Paso, Texas, the first year I played in El Paso, Texas, we got pulled in because at the time, Juarez was known as the most deadly city in the world, but El Paso statistically was the safest city in the United States.
That makes no
and
sense.
it's literally one city with a fence through it.
Yep.
All this happening in Juarez, nothing in El Paso. So we had a meeting when we first got there with DEA, FBI, ICE, Border Patrol, SWAT, El Paso SWAT, Juarez police, and they put together a huge PowerPoint explaining how couldn't be safer, just don't go to Juarez. And then one of the DEA members made it abundantly clear. He's like, All they care about is making their money.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want you. They don't want to harm you. In fact, if anything happens to you, that's bad for them.
That's bad for, yeah.
He's like, so anything that disrupts their money is bad for them. And trust me, we don't need to do anything. They take care of it way before we do. And so it was like, and I'm like, wow, that's wild. Then he paused, like, and makes no mistake, I know where all of them are right now. Like they stay on they stay and do their thing. We stay over here. I'm like, okay, wow, wild.
But hasn't cartel life gotten a little bit wild since then?
I could only imagine.
I think they've crossed over. I think the younger generation of the cartels aren't as strict in adhering to sort of the keep the business in tight, because they're like innocents are basically being sort of drawn in more than they ever used to be before.
Well, man, it's wild. But that movie, dude, if you haven't seen The Rip, go watch The Rip. It's on Netflix.
Rip.
It's crushing it, by the way. So check it out. Also, if you watch it, you're gonna help Rocky get some residuals.
Yeah.
Wait, I didn't see you in it. I thought you shot a thing.
I was not in it. No, I was not in it at any point. I was just on set a lot.
Damn it.
No. Joe looked at me and said, "Can't use you."
I mean, I feel like you could have been used somewhere.
I mean, I think so too. I have a very distinct look that would have definitely benefited the film, but it's okay. I think they had enough good people.
I guess. I don't know.
But it's okay. I used to have a friend named Joe, is all I'm saying.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Who else has a shiggle?
Who's up? I can go.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, I guess my shiggle, I watched while I was in New York on my last night, I watched Regretting You. Which was the new fucking Dave Franco, McKenna Grace. It was a rom-com that was so unexpectedly dark. That I was like, wow, this movie really can't figure out what the fuck it wants to be. But it was ridiculous and it was sappy and it was goofy, and I guess there was an audience for it. And I watched it and was like, this is fucking stupid and great. And I laughed at it a bunch and it was awesome.
Oh, I did see the promo for this.
Yeah. Have you seen it, Michelle?
I've seen the promo for it.
Yes.
Something about it turned me off, and I don't remember what.
I don't blame you. It is very hokey, and some of the performances are god awful. But like I said, unexpectedly very dark. Very fucking dark. Very fucking dark.
Would have not guessed
Yeah,
that based on the promos.
It's like a family and the dad's kind of an asshole, and the mom, and they've been dating since high school, and then he fucking dies.
Oh, and I think I know what that. Yeah,
It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
It's a whole thing.
Wait. Scott and PA. Blue Valentine is a great dark rom-com. Blue Valentine
again?
is a joyless film.
Is that the one with yes,
Ryan
yes,
Gosling
yes. and Michelle Williams?
So I don't know where the rom.
Yeah, where's the rom-com?
Where's the rom or the com?
Tell me more about the com, Scott.
That movie was about as fucking depressing as anything I'd ever watched in my fucking life.
Wait, I'm trying to figure out where he got the rom and the com.
I don't know. There was no romance or comedy.
I mean, there was sex.
I mean,
I guess
there was a
that's
great
romantic.
oral scene, I guess.
Yeah,
Okay,
but the
there we
com
go.
part, I
guess
don't
there's some
think.
comedy in there.
Don't believe there was any comedy.
Oh no, the oral sex scene was not funny. It wasn't even romantic.
Maybe Scott's got a different sense of humor.
Yeah,
Jesus,
maybe he's.
Scott.
Yeah,
We'll
God,
see.
Scott.
Jesus, man.
Does Shane have a shiggle? I feel like he's just in his Zen peace zone right now, which is weird.
I am now because I've come down from what my anger was this morning because I decided to tune into both ESPN Milwaukee and the Ticket in Detroit to hear how Packers fans and Lions fans were celebrating a Bears loss. That definitely sent me through the roof. But I said it last week and I'll say it again. More hatred in sports, less hatred in real life. Rivalries are fucking back. Rivalries,
Love that.
you could say maybe they never went away, but rivalries in my head, now that I have a good football team, are so back.
Love it. We're back, baby.
Rivalries are the best.
They are.
I feel like
Yeah,
sometimes
they
I
are.
wonder what's better, to hate another team or love your own. Like, I don't know. I think hating some teams is actually fulfilling for some people.
Yeah, it's definitely fulfilling. I'll always go with loving my own team over hating another one, but I think it's different in a rivalry.
You know, like, I agree with you. And like, as somebody that played like a lot in the National League West, I spent so much time for the Padres and I finished 2 years with like the Diamondbacks, and I did play briefly for the Rockies. Like, I loved all the rivalries in the National League West. Like, Dodgers and Giants fucking hated each other.
Sure.
Padres hate the Dodgers, but the Dodgers always like ignore the Padres and
That's
their
even
fans.
worse,
So
yeah.
it pisses them off. But now, like, because the Dodgers have turned themselves into what they just are right now,
Dear God.
it's no longer, I feel like the rivalry there is dead because now it's just a rivalry of all 29 teams versus the Dodgers.
That's not. Yeah, it is. I know. It's like the world hates the Dodgers.
Yeah, I can't wait. We got to talk about that this week. So
Yeah, no.
it's
Well, I'm sure
shit.
they'll sign 6 more people between now and tomorrow. I don't understand. It's not the money that's confusing me. It's the roster spots.
I don't. Yeah,
Do they have a different roster situation?
I'm not gonna lie to you. The moment, and I even tweeted this, the moment Kyle Tucker signed with the Dodgers, Kyle Tucker signs with the Dodgers. My response was, to fucking play where?
I don't know.
How many? Do they have 11 defensive positions?
They might get a different roster configuration than the rest of MLB. Is the only thing I can come up with.
Son of a bitch.
That reminds me, and this is sort of my shiggle, and I thought this was kind of funny to think about. Oh, I didn't even notice I had sparkles on my sunglasses. That's fancy. Probably not real diamonds. But I think that the Los Angeles being sort of the center of the sports world is a very interesting situation. And part of that is now being extended because of the damn Rams winning.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that was... for a second there, I was like, all right, well, football's out, so they can reign supreme in baseball. And then the Lakers, look, the Clippers are, I think, the longest win streak right now
Yeah,
in the
they're
league.
still going.
They're still down there at the bottom, but they are doing it. And it's why the pressure on the Lakers is always going to be there. So I just find it fascinating that we don't think of this place necessarily as a sports town because we're all from somewhere else. But damn, dude, if LA doesn't just sit up on top.
Let's just think about it. You got the
Jesus.
Rams, you got the Dodgers. I mean, as of now, the World Series coming back down.
It's so we're not. I don't even know why we're playing.
It's
This
not
season.
even a question. But you
Like,
have
why
the,
bother?
But you have the Rams that are a game away from another Super Bowl. You got the Dodgers who are going to be in another World Series likely. You got the Super Bowl here next year. You got the World Cup coming here. You got the fucking Olympics coming here. Like,
Well, hopefully.
oh yeah, good point. The Olympics allegedly coming here.
Might be.
By the way,
They'll give them another piece.
is
Ryan.
Greenland a rivalry? Like I don't. What?
Huge rivalry.
Is that why we're gonna invade them and take over that
Hey, just so we're
sweet,
clear,
peaceful
they're the
fishing
bigger,
town?
They're
or-
the bigger land of nothing, right?
Sometimes I turn on my TV and I just laugh.
Oh, Greenland's covered in ice. I learned that in Mighty Ducks too.
It's the irony of Iceland and Greenland. One's
Greenland's
ice
very-
and one's ice. The other way
it's
around. I wonder if everyone knows that, but that's fine. That's
I
totally
wonder
fine.
if our administration's aware.
Blessed.
I love it.
Hashtag
I
bless.
love a nice place. Listen, let's bring Shane back in because
Shanathan.
Shane, do you have any
Hello.
indicators for us? Today?
Yeah, I can do. We'll do a couple here. We'll get out on time. So the coaching carousel, so many openings. Kind of ridiculous how many openings there are. Is there any benefit for making decisions as quickly as the Falcons and the Giants did, or as Jim Harbaugh and Kevin Stefanski did, knowing that there could be a
That Buffalo
better
just opened
situation
up.
opening up like Buffalo? You can't tell me that Kevin Stefanski and Jim Harbaugh are not sitting there right now wishing that they had the opportunity to coach Josh Allen instead.
I mean,
That's a good point.
how could they not?
That's a good point. Yes, I hear what you're saying. And in my opinion, yes, there is definitely benefit in waiting. But my counterpoint to that is look where the Patriots are right now with Mike Vrabel, who signed immediately. Like Black Monday wasn't
True.
even done yet. On Black Tuesday, this man was the head coach of the New England Patriots. And now he's got them in a gift-wrapped situation to go to the Super Bowl because no Bo Nix over there and you got to get through Jared Stidham.
Still can't believe that.
I see both sides of this, but man, getting over there to your spot and just hitting the ground running immediately, you get a month or two ahead of everybody else. I don't think it's a bad thing
I'd be like, did I sign the paperwork yet? Or
in this situation.
I have
guess.
not actually signed anything yet, have I? It also made me wonder, is Mike Tomlin somewhere going, well, maybe I will coach next year. I don't know.
Tomlin to Buffalo with that quarter.
I'm just saying, although they are saying they do seem to be talking a lot of in-house, like Dable and Brady. So we'll see if that's how they
What
end up
a
staying.
step up for Dable.
Wouldn't that be a fun
If Dable got
turnaround?
hired as the Bills head coach, what a fucking fail upwards I've ever seen.
But Josh likes him.
He loves him.
That's what I'm saying. It might stay within the walls of Buffalo land.
Maybe Joe Brady takes over and
Just
you
saying.
make Dable the OC.
God, what a time to be
What
alive.
a time to be alive, bro.
All right, one more for you. Talking about that insane 2024 quarterback class, are the Bears in the position that they were in this season if they drafted either Jaden Daniels or Drake May instead of Caleb Williams?
No,
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I don't think anyone in the world could have made that pass that was made yesterday except for Caleb Williams. I was not the biggest vocal Caleb. I wasn't a detractor of Caleb Williams. I just wasn't as
Just
big
chilling.
on the hype
Yeah.
that everyone else was out of USC. But man, I am so fucking happy to be wrong. I can't stop watching him play football. I want to watch. He's making me want to be a Bears fan. Like, that's how much I dig this guy.
Yeah, I kind of love the idea that a hardcore sports town has sort of also fallen in love with the kid with the nail polish and the silly. Yeah, to me, this has become a good story. And I'm not taking anything away, but I also feel like there's something to be said that Drake May's where he's supposed to be. Like, I don't know. I'm not trying to be poetic about it, but it seems like everyone's where they should be so far.
I'm not saying this just because I'm a Bears fan, but Caleb Williams is the reason we watch sports. We watch sports to watch people do things that they shouldn't be able to do. And he does that.
He definitely does
Insane.
It's unreal.
Okay, one more for you. Is of the possible matchups in this year's Super Bowl, is this the least exciting or least attractive Super Bowl in your lifetime?
Well, it's all blue, number one. I hope you guys have noticed that.
I did.
4 blue teams. Ugh.
It's all blue. Great color.
Okay, so let's go through the possible scenarios from my brain that's fried.
Okay, so you got the AFC side.
Yep.
You got New England versus the Broncos.
It's going to be the Pats. Okay, what else?
You got Rams.
God, it's going to be so much Tom Brady and
Rams,
Gronk
Seahawks.
Rams, Seahawks. And I want to remind you that we did elect a new pope this year, which does scream Seahawks.
And that is like a replay. Okay, actually, that's not horrible.
I honestly don't
Is it
think
sexy?
Rams Pats wouldn't be bad either. Because Stafford's at least a star. He's going to win the MVP likely this year, right? So
Yeah.
that's at least something.
It's weird because I live in Los Angeles most of the time, and it's just sort of like, yeah, I guess. I don't know why it doesn't move the needle for me like some of the other stuff.
Well, there aren't Rams
Does.
fans. There's no such thing as a
There's
Los Angeles
the
Rams fan.
Ramily. Shane.
I will admit. Now, Shane, I'm not disagreeing with you. You do have a good point. This is not a Rams city. It is not. The Rams are maybe the 5th most important team in this city. Yeah. And which kind of sucks. But the Rams are here and the Chargers are somewhere down fucking like non-existent.
I was going to say, if you've got the Rams down here, then the Chargers
the Chargers are maybe the 20th most important team in Los Angeles,
Okay.
behind like the Arizona Cardinals somehow.
That's tough.
They are not liked here. But there are, believe it or not, the Rams fandom here has like substantially grown since
so.
they've come back. And it's also helped that they put together a winner, and Stafford's been amazing, and SoFi is pretty fucking sweet. And so it's building, but I do hear you. You're not entirely wrong about that, Shane.
But do we all agree it's Seahawks Pats or no?
Seahawks Pats would be the best matchup.
I'm like, now that you've said all that,
That would be the best matchup, but I wouldn't mind seeing the Rams get in there. By the way, if the Rams get in there, would that make you, Shane, feel better about your Bears losing out?
Okay, that's fair.
I don't really operate that way. I don't really care, but I would rather watch a potential superstar quarterback as opposed to Sam Darnold or who's their backup. I can't even tell you who the
for
second
Denver
stringer is. No, for Seattle.
Oh, I don't know.
No, I have no idea who the backup
No,
is.
it's a redemption
Yeah,
story
I'd
for
much
Darnold.
rather
What
watch
are you talking about?
Drake May versus Matt Stafford. For sure.
I mean,
Are we calling Drake May a superstar quarterback already?
I mean, he's
are we
up
doing
there
this?
in the MVP.
No,
I get it,
but just the between the two options of Jarrett Stidham or Drake May, I'd rather watch Drake May.
I wouldn't know a Jarrett Stidham if he walked in here and took a shit on the floor right now. Like, I wouldn't, and I'm not exaggerating. Do you know what he looks like?
No, I don't. But he kicks in the door, shits on the floor. By the way, I'm Jared Stidham.
I would be like,
guys.
they call me Stiddy. I'm like, what? Hold on. That's what Jarrett Stidham looks like?
Holy shit, he's a good looking
He's
dude.
kind of attractive.
Did you know Jared Stidham was really handsome?
God, he's 29?
Fuck.
Who are you, Jarrett
Look at
Stidham?
that.
Stiddy.
Wait, he's 29. He's been in the league for 10 years?
That's what I'm saying.
Jesus Christ.
Well, there's a big post of Jarrett Stidham's wife going through absolute whirlwind of emotions after the... Who wrote this? I go to hell. This is stupid. That is the dumbest headline I've ever seen.
By the way, Shane, would it not make you... Actually, there's a part of me that is now rooting for the Seattle Seahawks, and I'll tell you why. It's something you just said. You said you went and listened to some other places like Milwaukee and all these other fandoms in Detroit.
Yeah.
What's Minnesota saying, and how shitty are those fans going to be if Sam Darnold is in the fucking Super Bowl as a Seahawk in his first year with them?
That's what I'm saying.
They love JJ McCarthy, man. I don't think they care.
They have to care. You have to care.
I don't know if they love
I just think Jets fans are going to be going through it too.
Oh my God.
That to me is the bigger of the gut punches of the Sam Darnold Super Bowl.
The only thing that would have been better if Sam Darnold was facing Justin Fields in the finals or something.
I mean, the sad part is that the Jets' resume of quarterbacks they've crapped on is so long. You could literally name like 6 more.
You're not wrong.
Jesus.
Man.
Cheeses and crackers.
I think it's a good time.
That's how it goes. Okay.
Reflections.
I just added my own. It's going to start adding my sound effects.
My reflection is about something we're going to talk about later on this week, probably tomorrow at some point, and it is about the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Okay.
And I know this is kind of a left turn because we were so football heavy today. I want to once again reiterate, I do not like that the Dodgers got Kyle Tucker. I do not like it. I don't like it. They are free to do so. They have adhered to every rule humanly possible.
Okay.
And I also want to say, not a single other team cannot do exactly what the Dodgers are doing. They can all do the exact same thing the Dodgers are doing. In fact, it drives me nuts that every team doesn't just copy and paste everything the Dodgers are doing and just throw it out there and do it, because the Dodgers made $1 billion in revenue last year and has paid off just about everything that they don't need to pay off for the next 20 years. That being said, I really don't like that they got Kyle Tucker. I really don't like it. And I do not like it for the following reason. Not because the Dodgers are evil. It's simply because of this. I think this is going to be the talking point of every owner and the commissioner to cause a work stoppage for Major League Baseball in this upcoming season.
Wait, that they're going to use this acquisition?
Too much money for one team, not enough for the other teams. There
That's not how that
there
works.
is one thing about the Dodgers we'll get into later this week about their TV rights that do get them paid a little bit more.
Okay.
But that is not the reason that they were able to afford all this shit. It's just, man, oh man, I really don't like it for the implications of the future that it has to Major League Baseball, and I'm sure we'll get into it later this week.
But
That
Cody,
seems- yeah, that seems
here's the
weird.
thing, though. Everyone can't afford these deals. Every
Yes,
owner
every
in
one
Major
of
League
them.
Baseball can't afford these contracts.
Yes.
It's not about not having money.
You're right.
There-
No.
Some people just choose to profit more than others, which is fucking bullshit. But everyone
floor.
can't afford these contracts.
Every single team, not one team can't afford it. It's just that's one of the reason why that's the dark side of it. I think some of these teams are not doing it so they can say in the next CBA there's too much money from the Dodgers and we need to get a cap in there, which is going to cause the conversation between cap and floor.
It's very
and then
communist,
we're just going to
huh?
have a fucking nightmare.
Oh, socialism in baseball. We love it. Love to see it.
It's
Kyle
funny
Tucker
because
sucks, by the way, too. He's not worth that money. He sucks.
I don't think he's worth that money. I was
That's
shocked.
a lot of money.
I was shocked.
I had to do math on that.
I was fucking shocked.
That was crazy. I was like,
$60 million a year for him?
damn, dude.
60? Oh, I don't know, man.
But if everyone knows that, the world knows that all the owners in baseball can't afford it and choose not to, then where's the power here, guys? Let's go.
Because they somehow convince fans every year that they can't. So I don't know how they do it, but you're going to turn on any sports radio station. Oh, these Dodgers, they got too much money.
But
Yeah,
more and more, I'm hearing other people say, like, no, that's not true. Owners can,
and I'm glad
they can all
are
afford
saying-
it.
Like, for instance, Steve Cohen has more money than the Dodgers in his bank account now.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's the propaganda is starting to reach everyone, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe, I don't know, maybe they can't get
Maybe
away
it
with that as
backfires?
easily. I hope so. I really hope so,
me
because it's
too.
kind of bullshit.
Me too. Some shit.
I'm going to reflect on a show called, I just blanked on what it was called.
Oh, I thought it was called Uh-oh.
No, it's Hugh Laurie and Tom Hiddleston. Oh, The Night Manager.
Oh, I know about it, but I haven't seen anything yet.
Good?
Well, here's the thing, and this is what I'm so confused about. I started it, well, actually, binged through it. Season 1, 2016. Binged through it. I think it's like 6 or 8 episodes. Boom, boom, boom. Season 2 just dropped like this year. And there's only like 3 episodes out so far, and they've already greenlit a season 3. So I'm having a hard time trying to figure out like when was everything shot. Like I don't understand if these 3 episodes have been sitting in a can somewhere, and like we're just gonna get them one by one now, which is also kind of bullshit. But I do like it.
Yeah.
I do like the show. I like Tom Hiddleston a lot. So
Here's the only thing I know.
and I love espionage stuff.
Oh, it's an espionage
It's
show.
yeah, it's espionage thriller.
The only thing I know of the show is this meme that's been going around. And apparently there is like a threesome scene somewhere in this show. because everyone's using the comparison of that to the movie Challengers, and they're like putting it on the same.
I mean, I will say this. I guess I now know what scene you're talking about. It was not that big of a moment.
Really?
Not really at all. You're talking about the two dudes?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was not a big moment. If anything, I was like, okay. Pretty mild. Pretty mild.
Seems like a lot of work.
Yeah. So, yeah, I didn't realize that was a meme. I had no idea.
Yeah, it's a
You
meme.
just
that's
said
been
that.
going
Okay.
around.
Well,
That's the first thing I see. I'm like, is that Tom Hiddleston?
Really? Yeah, no, he's great.
Yeah, I love Tom
Great.
He's fantastic. He's great.
Hiddleston. Rock.
I guess I'm reflecting on how nervous I am to watch Night of the Seven Kingdoms tonight. It's a book that's very near and dear to my heart. I love the story.
You.
Yeah, and I'm nervous, so I guess I'm
guess I'll watch
reflecting
it.
on how I'm going to feel about it later. So I don't know what the fuck I could call that exactly, but I'll report back tomorrow.
Okay, but so hold on. I'm annoyed that I'm going to have to do another show that's once a week. But nobody that made Game of Thrones is attached to this, right? Like, this is a new team of people making it?
New team of people,
Okay.
yes, entirely. Because there's House of Dragon, and they're off doing their thing.
Yeah.
And Night of the Seven Kingdoms is off doing their thing. Whole new team. Actually, George R.R. Martin, the author of the Thrones universe, came out and said, "Yeah, my relationship with the House of Dragon people fucking awful. Like, I can't even talk to them. They're doing their own thing. Night of the Seven Kings has turned out really good. I'm really happy with it. But they're doing their own thing. So
Interesting.
Drama.
Wait a second. So he doesn't like the show that everyone loves?
No. Well, he doesn't. I think the divergence it was in season 2 when they started doing their own thing, started riffing on some stuff.
Interesting.
That's when it kind of shit the bed. Because
Well,
I love season 1 of that show.
You know
Season
what?
2, a little shitty.
I'm going to go the opposite. Fuck J.R.R. Martin then. Because if he signed off on that Game of Thrones ending...
Yeah, did he
That is
sign off on that?
true.
I don't think
he did, and he also recently said, the book, because obviously they had to riff. That eventually the show caught up to
Because
the
it's
book.
3 books
Yes,
ahead.
Yeah.
Exactly. He recently came out and said, if I don't finish it, it'll just stay that way. There's no plans to finish it. It'll just be like that. So.
Then he should shut up.
Well,
he should
now-
shut the fuck up.
Matt, now I'm probably going to watch this House of what's it called?
It's called
Seven
Night
Nights?
of the Seven Kingdoms.
Night of the
And it
Seven
looks very...
nerdiest freaking names of things.
I'm very excited for it. Yeah. So we'll see. But that's my reflection.
Okay, I like that. I might watch it.
Shane?
Do you guys like fan fests or conventions?
Are there people there?
Depends.
Yes, a lot of
Then-
people. That's
then
where my
pass.
reflection's heading.
Hard pass for me.
Depends.
Okay. Well, the Cubs had their convention this weekend. Cubs
right. This was your
Fan
reflection.
Fest or whatever
Yeah.
whatever the hell they call it. And the main ballroom holds just over 4,000 people. That's where they do all the big, panels, and that's where they honored the 2016 World Series team. That's where they do everything up on the 3rd floor of the Sheraton Hotel in Chicago.
Okay.
The Cubs sold 8,000 convention passes. There were people that were showing up 3-4 hours early that couldn't even get in, and they paid for convention passes. Absolute shit show of a weekend, and it's all karma for bringing that ass Addison Russell back after his alleged
Wait, I
woman
get that
beating.
you sell a couple standing room only, but
For
double
extra
the number
1,000?
of people that you can.
Jesus Christ, Cubs.
They sold 8,000, and
For
the main
$4,000
ballroom
4,000
holds just over
capacity.
4,000.
That's a fire hazard if I have.
Good
Absolute
news.
batshit.
There's good news. There's going to be a new ballroom from them to use in D.C.
Oh, that's a great
and
point.
It's going to be beautiful.
It's a great point.
It's going to be covered in gold.
Great point. It's going to
and-
be gold everywhere.
Yeah, like I watched this guy walk out of a meeting on television, look out into a thing, talking about how beautiful this ballroom's going to be. So.
By the way, I also want to end my show with fuck Matthew Kachuk. That's all I got. That's my
Oh
new show.
yeah,
That's all I got.
sweet cosplaying red tie, you
Fucking
douche.
dork.
Fucking nerd.
Apparently, he watches Heated Rivalry. If you know what I'm saying. He got some ideas from some of them scenes.
That's better hockey.
Okay.
All right. Well, that's it for us, guys. And we'll be back tomorrow. And make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Take us a look at all of our stuff on socials. We'll be posting videos all day. We're going to be working on the studio today, getting this thing almost entirely done, which I'm pretty fired up about. And again, like, share, and subscribe. Follow us on Twitch. Follow us on any one of the social medias. And we'll be back tomorrow.
And as always, R.I.P. Estelle Getty.